Good morning, Philadelphia. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It's Mannwell once again with another interview. The who, what, where, when, why, and how of it all. Today, we're talking to two young women from the Department of Behavioral Health, Intellectual Disabilities. Now, I may have gotten that wrong, but I tell you one thing, they're not going to get it wrong. My guests today are Kenya and Christine.
Christina Crews.
And
Kenya Hinton.
from the Department of Behavioral Health, Intellectual Services and Disabilities. I'm going to get it all wrong, but that's okay. You're here to correct us.
Absolutely.
So give us the title once again. What is it officially known as?
The Department of Behavioral Health and Intellectual Disabilities.
There you go. And what I found out today, this is a national organization. This what we're talking about today is national.
It is.
There is a hotline. 3 digits, really simple, 988.
Right.
Right? That's it.
988, absolutely.
Correct.
Suicide crisis hotline?
Yes, it is the Suicide and Crisis Hotline. It's so important to underscore the crisis part as well.
No, I know we understand we're talking about people's struggles, substance abuse, or just needing someone to talk to. And I can tell you for a fact, sometimes that's really all that's needed. And you have crisis workers available 24 hours a day?
We do 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
Now, I'm told that this is really effective support, that studies show most people who call 988 feel less depressed, less suicidal, less overwhelmed, and more hopeful.
That is true.
When we were talking with the pre-show, I asked you roughly. First of all, I didn't even know how long this existed. You said it's been in effect since
July of 2022.
Yes.
Had no idea.
July 16, 2022. Now, there's always been a 10-digit number
Okay.
for people to call.
Right.
It's just that, as the world evolves, right, and you have to adapt and adapt to your surroundings, and you have to meet people where they are, right? You always hear that phrase. And when 988 was kind of rebirthed, it's just a rebranding of sorts. Everybody's going through a rebranding, including that 10-digit number. So that is why 988 was rebranded, rebirthed, and it was actually kicked off here in July of 2022 by President Biden. At the time, his Health and Human Services cabinet came to Philadelphia and announced that, today is the day.
I'm going to tell you something about President Biden, former President Biden. He was one guy that loved Philadelphia. We had a friend in the White House when he was there. Why does it take so long for us to figure out that 3 digits works? I know we have 311 here in Philadelphia. For years, we've been calling 911. Why did it take us so long to figure out just 988?
I don't know. I wish I had the answer. I wish I had that. But it is here now, and we are looking to today and going forward.
Now, you said we have to evolve with the times and have to adapt and rebrand. That includes the opportunity for folks to text.
Yes.
Now,
Texting.
that's different.
Absolutely. Right?
Explain how different. What does that difference bring to the table? If folks can just text you out of the blue.
It removes stigma. It removes judgment. It removes barriers. So you don't have to see the person,
Right.
You don't have to talk. You can literally just text. Immediate, and you'll get an immediate response.
And that's real anonymity.
It
right?
really
you don't even hear
is.
a voice.
And not only that, Manuel, but that, there's a generation of kids that don't know that phones came with cords.
Stop.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Right. And so we are trying to get those young people that sometimes think that, life is so hopeless, right? And then now we have this number where they can still go in their rooms or wherever it is that they're texting or talking to their friends. And again, they don't have to pick up the phone. Kids these days in these certain generations, they're not really using their phones to talk on the phone and to call people, to leave messages. I'm still a girl that leaves voicemails.
Stop it.
Right?
Yeah, long lengthy ones.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they're terrible.
I know.
But kids don't want to do that. Your children, your grandchildren, they don't want to do that. They're quick with the thumbs. And
Low
that's
attention
why-
spans.
Right.
And I'm finding even all of us are starting to get there.
you are so right.
Even my age.
Yes.
Low attention span. We want quick, fast, instant satisfaction.
Right.
Would you say this is primarily for younger people, a particular generation, or is it for everyone? Would you say?
For everyone. It's for everyone.
But did you sense a need that younger folks had the need more so than anyone else?
It's meeting the needs of today's society.
Okay, fair enough. Are you finding, does the data show what age group is calling more or utilizing it more?
I want to say younger people.
All right.
Younger people between the ages of, I want to say 15, and I want to say, I mean, we've had calls from people who are 9.
Stop it. 9 years old?
9. Just that adolescent age, that would be the highest.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the highest population and the highest demographic of callers.
Roughly how many calls are you averaging, you think?
We went from having, and these are not hard numbers,
Mhm.
right? But they're real numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Last year we went from having 1,000 calls monthly. We're now averaging about 3,000 calls.
Oh,
a
that's
month.
good. That's very good. Now, this is prior to 988 being implemented, you're saying?
This is
Right afterwards.
after
All right.
988 was implemented.
You weren't around during the pandemic, not so much. You came after the pandemic, but I'm pretty sure you probably could have been utilized
Right.
then.
Well,
Because we think about that. That was a traumatic event. we
It
all went
was.
through.
It was.
And I'm pretty sure there would have been an uptick immediately right after that. As we go forward, there are a number of events that are coming up. Is there anything in specifically that you wanted to billboard or talk about this happening shortly?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. One of the reasons why we're here, in addition to spreading the awareness about 988, is that the 988 5K walk, run, roll, and stroll.
Wait, hold on. Say that one again.
It's the 988 5K walk, run, stroll, and roll, as a matter of fact. Walk, run, stroll, and roll. That means you can come in there and you can walk and take your time. You can run the 5K. You can, bring your children in the baby strollers. Or if you have some mobility issues, someone can, push you in the wheelchair if you require that.
When I've seen folks who do marathons and they're pushing someone, I'm saying that's pretty daggone incredible.
Oh, it really
And
is.
it's really special. And there's a bond between those people when they do that. And that's a special bond that you can't break. Bilingual, multilingual, if I call, I speak Spanish or?
988
Yeah.
does have a Spanish speaking feature.
Good.
There's an automated system. I believe Spanish speaking is 2. And if not, in Philadelphia, we do have interpreter services
Mm-hmm.
where we can actually use an interpreter to speak for someone whose primary language is
And it's a
Spanish.
judgment-free zone, everyone. All right, no one's judging you. They get it. Life happens to all of us.
Absolutely.
If you wanted to leave anybody with anything about that, the stigma, because everyone worries about the stigma. First of all, no one's going to know but the people you're talking with. No one's going to spill your business out there. But if you had to tell anybody, why call, really? For that person that's still hesitant.
So the call it's free.
Mm.
It removes socioeconomic barriers,
Mm.
right? It's for everyone. We provide counseling to just about it's anonymous. It's free. It's a judgment space where you can actually be heard, be understood, share whatever is weighing heaviest on your heart, whatever is weighing heaviest on your mind. And we're just there to support in whatever way you need. If it's listening, if you need some resources or guidance, we're there to do that as well. We're supporting the individual where they are.
Not to make light of anything, but I'm gonna tell you right now, these gas prices got me feeling sick. So I may call just for that.
Right, and listen,
Hey, we're
that
gonna
is the
answer.
thing, Mannwell, because I know that sometimes even in my personal circles, as I'm talking about 988, I have to remind my friends, my family, it's not just about suicide. Our crisis line supervisors are trying to get to you to de-escalate situations before it gets to that.
Rage, for
Absolutely.
instance, or things like that.
So
yeah.
it's anything. It's if I'm lonely, I'm anxious, I'm depressed, I have economic worries, I have relationship worries, I'm being bullied, I am having sexual identity issues, gambling issues, substance misuse. It is everything under the sun that
Is it
impacts
really
your mental health.
Gambling, all of that.
Absolutely,
Wow.
absolutely. And our crisis counselors are there to offer you warm and compassionate care. They listen. That is what they do. You talk to your friends, and sometimes they're trying to speak over you, and all you want someone to do is listen. And sometimes when I talk to crisis counselors like Kenya, I hear them say, that's what people want us to do. That's what people want, to be heard. And our trained crisis counselors listen first and foremost.
You know how sometimes when you get angry, and if you're taught, okay, wait, take a beat. Count to 10, breathe. This is that part where you breathe. You breathe, you go, you know what? Let me call this number. Hey, listen, I'm going through, blah, 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 blah. I spoke to you, I was at you, I said there was a situation in Virginia, a former lieutenant governor
He did.
kills his
I
wife
saw that.
and then killed himself. This phone call could have stopped that,
Right.
possibly.
Possibly.
It is, the resource is there. All right, so with that being said, folks, I'm Mannwell. This is Kenya. This is Christine Crews. Kenya Hinton, Christine Crews. We're talking about a 988 hotline for you to call, regardless of what you're going through, suicidal thoughts, crisis, period. They're there. This is a resource that's national. It's not just Philadelphia. 988, you don't need an area code. Call 988. There's a person trained on the other end of that line to help, but most importantly, to listen. And listen, let's blow off some steam because there's a 5K run coming, and it's called what again?
It is called the 988 5K Walk, Run, Stroll, and Roll. And all you have to do is go to dbhids.org/988-5K to register.
There you go. Christine, Miss Hinton, thank you both very much. Thank you out there. Use this hotline. Use this hotline. Don't be shy. There's no stigma. No one's going to know. But get better. And thanks for listening and tuning in.